So we not me actually is a phrase that came fairly organically in the business in the early stages and has stuck like all good things do. What it means to me is that people genuinely put the business's best interests before their own individually. Usually those things are pretty combined, they're one and the same, but sometimes we have to make difficult decisions and it shouldn't be what's in it for me, what's right for me as an individual, but what's right for the team.
The we not me mentality is something that's evident through a lot of high performing teams, whether that's in business or whether that's even in a sense of sport. Everybody has a really crucial part to play in success, and I think, you know, even if you've been here for 2 weeks or 2 years, everybody has the equal opportunity to contribute.
We not me means to me around being collaborative, so remembering that we're not just an individual in this, we're a big team, and ensuring we collaborate and share successes. If you're struggling with something, seeking feedback and asking for help is something, and just all being aboard that success train. We all have a key impact and we all have something to play in our success.
For me, it's all about creating a culture where we recognise that we're in this together. So it's about being entwined within each department, creating this environment that we are, you know, set to help each other across the business.
The sales team are always striving to achieve best results. They collaborate, they share best practice, always coming up with new great ideas on how we can do well for our clients, which in turn will do well for us as a business.
You know, on an all office day, going out there and seeing everyone, seeing the delivery team working together, just the buzz and everyone vibing, it's quite something to see, and you can just see how ambitious everyone is out there.
It's the growth that we've really had, bringing on new roles and creating new roles as well. Also the development within some account managers and within some of the revenue team has been really, really great to see.
Ambition, I think, probably runs across everything and everyone. It's what brought me to the business, and it's why it's such an exciting time.
Being innovative is very important. Why is it important? Well, ultimately, we get left behind if we don't innovate. The way that things were done 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, they don't work as well today. If we're not innovating, other people will, and we'll get left behind. So it's important that we get better, and not just by working harder and being better at what we do, but by approaching problems in a different way.
Innovation allows trailblazers to set the scene. You know, you can't just keep doing the same thing, and that's fundamentally what we have done here. We've taken a mold and we've looked at it. We're like, okay, we know that this works as an essential, but what's different? What makes air? And that's the type of questions you need to ask, and it's the questions that we have asked, and we have seen those fruits today.
Wat we zien is dat deze wereld vooral de laatste 3 jaar serieus is veranderd. De manieren om elkaar te bereiken is veranderd. Dus we kunnen niet meer stilstaan in een periode gelijk in zeg 2013. We moeten de markt bereiken hoe de markt bereikt wordt op dit moment. Dus dat wil zeggen nieuwe sociale media, nieuwe manieren van communicatie werken. Daarom zijn we ambitieus, omdat we op die manier onze manier van werken aanpassen.
I think sometimes we need to think outside the box, and that's what makes us stand out from the crowd. We are never shy to try something new, and hopefully that will bring us exceptional results. And if it doesn't, then we learn from it, and next time round we do better.
I mean, resilience is really important. Obviously, you know, in sales and account management and, you know, B2B generally, you take a lot of knockbacks. And I think it's really important to have a sort of pragmatic approach to those, kind of approach it from a problem-solving point of view, rather than, you know, take any criticism personally. I think it's important to sort of address the, you know, whatever issues there might be and work together to get it resolved. And I think you know, a resilient attitude helps you to do that and kind of take anything on the chin.
As a team leader, I have to kind of make sure that I'm keeping a level head, and you know, we have some tough situations when we're dealing with people in a people-facing role. There are a lot of tough situations, and you know, things that come up, personal things, issues, stuff that might get in the way of work, and it's really important that as a team leader we're really resilient and making sure that we can get on with our jobs in a professional way.
We naturally get the phone put down on us left, right and centre. It's the ability to separate the the rejection in the job to the rejection to you as an individual.
Knockbacks and things not going to plan are commonplace, much more commonplace than people let you believe. You have to have resilience in order to keep moving forward, and you have to have that energy. That's why the good people around this business are what makes it, because we can feed off each other and build our resilience together.
Relationships is really what underpins our ethos at Air. I like to think I've got strong relationships with not only BDEs but also our sales team leaders who we work closely with. But added to that, equally relationships with our clients is very important.
Based on the fact that we are a people-orientated company, we've got to make sure that, one, we look after our people. So being positive internally is a huge thing for us. But again, we have so many different clients, so many different stakeholders within each organisation that we work with. Positive relationships is a massive thing for us.
Positive relationships are, I think, a key to success in any kind of business, whether it's sales or, well, anything else out there. If a relationship is moving positively in the right direction, then it means you've got an understanding of each other. You probably share common goals, interests, things like that, and naturally that just makes for a much clearer, more positive pathway forward.
Relationships are really at the heart of everything we do at Air. We have so many different mechanisms that keep us going. So we've got the account managers, we've got team leaders, we've got delivery, we've got sales, we've got marketing, and the cogs that kind of keep us turning are the relationships between each other, and making sure that those relationships are thriving, the communication's good, and we all get on famously, which is, the best part.
Ownership is empowering. If you give somebody a clear vision and clear direction, and they've got the tools and the team to be able to support them to deliver on that, then actually you have everything you need to succeed. So ownership is something that we really embed across the whole team, whether you've been here for 2 weeks or for 2 years.
Het is niet aan de beleidsmakers van onze company om zaken uit te lijnen. Het is iedereen van ons heeft nood of moet werken aan het project waar we mee bezig zijn. We proberen ons te vereenzelvigen met het product, met de nood van de bepaalde klanten. En ik denk dat van daaruit een bepaalde sfeer gecreëerd wordt, waardoor dat we zelf het product en de nood dieper kennen leren. En ik denk dat op die manier er een betere uitkomst van onze service gecreëerd wordt.
So taking ownership is a key part of our success here at Air. I think it's absolutely vital. If challenges are going to be overcome and problems are going to be solved, if someone takes ownership of doing that. Certainly in my role, I try and take ownership of anything that may go awry on my campaigns.
I think ownership is incredibly important across any organisation, in every role. When an organisation gets to a certain size, and it doesn't have to be that big, it can't be that one person has ownership, a team leader, a manager, a director, a head of department. People have to take ownership of things within their role and within the business. But I think more importantly, people have to take ownership of themselves. They've got to own their career. They've got to own the fact that they need to get better. They've got to own their development and their opportunity to learn. And if we don't have people taking ownership of that, as well as ownership of the direction in which we're heading as a business, you've got the few pulling the many forwards, and that never works. So, if everybody takes an element of ownership in their role and for the organisation's direction and for their colleagues around them and the performance of the team as a whole, then we're all pulling in the same direction.